Hi, it's Karen from KarenTarver.com and Beautycounter and Des and Dot blog. I thought I would just do this short, I hope it's short, video to shed more light on the direction that my website is taking, and also to say with words rather than written words, so to say with verbal words rather than written words, why I am talking Beautycounter, and especially because I just sent out an email yesterday about the Beautycounter sale to a lot of people who haven't tried Beautycounter, maybe don't want to know about Beautycounter, maybe wonder why my blog, which used to be solely about having fun with fashion and style and makeup and jewelry, and still is that, but why there's more of it being kind of pointed to Beautycounter. So I hope that you have been enjoying my posts. I feel a little bit disappointed in myself that in recent months I've been less consistent than I want to be, and that I had told myself that I would be. Partly, I guess I could point to a lot of reasons why that is. One of which is what's been happening regarding how we've all been sheltering in place, and because I work for a school, it's been a lot of work for an administration to keep a school running, and I am part of the administrative team. And I don't know, maybe it's partly Beautycounter, maybe it's also during this pandemic time I haven't been wearing a whole lot of clothes, and so I haven't been feeling creative about what I can share with you, but I'm hoping to get a little more organized and disciplined about that. By the way, this weekend, or it's a long weekend, it's not even the weekend yet, my husband and I have taken a trip up to the Russian River area in Sonoma County, where we love to spend some time. We have a travel trailer. After 20 years of camping with our 4 children, who are now all off on their own, exploring many adventurous and exciting things, we have a travel trailer and have decided tent camping is not a thing we will ever want to do again. And so we're enjoying a really beautiful weekend with some hikes and out in nature, and I've found a quiet, empty campsite to make this little video. So, Beautycounter. I just want to let you know why I'm talking Beautycounter, why I'm sharing Beautycounter with you. I became a Beautycounter consultant. Oh, sorry, just kicked the tripod. I became a Beautycounter consultant a little over a year ago, after being introduced to it about a year earlier. I, at the time, wasn't really looking for something like that to do. I wasn't ever interested in being any kind of a consultant for any kind of a company, and I am embarrassed to say that at the time I also didn't have a lot of information and knowledge about ingredients in the products that we use. For some reason, after I was introduced to Beautycounter about a year after, I don't know why, I had a date set with the woman who had introduced me to Beautycounter, who's my Beautycounter mentor now. We weren't planning to talk Beautycounter, we were just going to get together for lunch, but for some reason at that moment it seemed like the perfect thing for me to do at this point in my life. It was a product that I already know I love, which is skincare and makeup, or the category rather than a product, a whole category of products in skincare and makeup, which I've always loved. It was a company run by a really creative and dynamic and energetic woman, which I also love. It was a company that gave economic opportunity to women to start a business with very, 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 very little investment, and I love that. And I also really loved that it was a way I could indulge, if you want to say that, my passion, my love for fashion and makeup and all those fun things, which to me are like toys for grown-up women. It was a way for me to do that, but also to be doing something good because of Beautycounter's specific mission, which is to get safer products into the hands of everyone, and their focus on making sure the ingredients that they include in their products are all safe, known not to be harmful, not suspected to be harmful. And I really also love that not just products, but also they advocate at the legislative level for better legislation, better ingredient. Now I'm at a loss for the word I want, but basically to make sure that there are people in the positions who can do it, that what we're putting on our bodies, on our families' bodies, and even beyond that in our homes are safe and they're not harmful to us. Because I was surprised to learn at that point that there is very little regulation in our country for ingredients in our personal care products. And in fact, at the time that I joined, there had not been new legislation to regulate or to oversee or to legislate what ingredients could be in products since 1938. That's pretty scary. And the other thing that was really scary is at that time there were only 30 ingredients that were banned or restricted from ingredients in the United States, compared with the European Union that have a list of over 1,200 ingredients that they will not allow in personal care products because they're suspected to be harmful or known to be harmful, whether they may be cancer causing or endocrine interrupting or cause reproductive issues. There are so many things that we don't know about what we use, and that was eye-opening for me. What also was eye-opening was that because a fragrance in a company's product is considered proprietary, they are not compelled or forced to make those public or to tell anybody what those ingredients are. So anything that has a fragrance, we have no idea what might be in that product. So Beautycounter is working really hard at educating consumers and at advocating at the legislative level. And in fact, there was legislation passed just a few months ago, Cosmetic Reform Safety Act. I don't think that's the actual name, but it is about cosmetic reform and safety and ingredients. And leading up to that vote in Congress, the CEO and founder of Beautycounter, who is a woman named Greg Renfrew, was invited as an expert witness to testify before the Congressional Committee. And what really struck me was Beautycounter is only a 7-year-old company. And she, the CEO, the leader of a 7-year-old company, was the only representative invited to this hearing in the beauty industry. Well, that said a lot to me. She and Beautycounter are making waves. They are counter to the beauty industry, which is a play on the words, but that's what Beautycounter's name entails. It's not just it's a counter where you can get beauty. They are counter to business as usual in the beauty industry. Okay, so that all being said, that explains a little bit about why I'm doing this. I have been calling this affectionately my retirement project, and probably it will be. I'm not retired yet, but I hope to be retired in a few years. And I'm building a business, so I'm not going to tell you that I'm not interested in selling products. I am interested in selling products, but I'm interested in being somebody who can give my clients the very best service, help them find solutions to skincare challenges that they have, help them find fun makeup products, and be there for them, representing and partnering with a company that I am extremely proud to be involved with. And I think people who know me know that I'm pretty authentic and I am pretty ethical, and I I think, and I think other people would agree, I have a high degree of integrity. I could never represent anything to anybody that I didn't feel I would be proud to do it and I wouldn't be ashamed of it later on. So, hence the email that you may have received yesterday. Beautycounter's having a sale right now. They've been doing a really nice job over the past few months of supporting consultants and clients with a variety of promotions. We need our products still. We still need skincare. We have skin. We want to be practicing self-care. That's a good thing. Nothing to feel guilty about. And so right now there's a sale on, and it lasts for a few days. It's over on Tuesday, June 23rd. And if you are thinking of trying Beautycounter, this is an awesome time to do that. I am totally happy to answer any questions, to give information, because it's a fun topic for me. I love talking Beautycounter. I love helping people find what works for them. And in most cases, when I've shared samples with friends and not even people I know who want to try Beautycounter, they pretty much have all ended up loving what they've tried. They have found solutions to issues they've been having, and they become a Beautycounter client. One thing that I always like to tell people is that Beautycounter is very flexible with a really generous return policy. So if you try something that you don't love, within 60 days, it's completely returnable, no questions asked, just return the unused portion. So there's really not a risk to trying it. I have a client who is in her early 30s, and she started using Beautycounter maybe about 6 months ago. And after I checked in with her, after she'd been using it for a couple months, and she said, I think everybody should use Beautycounter. And that kind of said it for me. I agree. I think everybody should use Beautycounter because the products are safe, the products are luxurious, the products are high performing. There is nothing that I have found that compares, and it's not that I've tried everything, but I will tell you, I was using a very expensive skincare line for about 5 years before I started using Beautycounter's Counter Time anti-aging line, which it uses plant ingredients that perform like retinol. One is called bakuchiol. You may have heard or read about it. I was a little nervous to stop using what I'd been using for 5 or 6 years because I'd been having really good results, but I had to try. I had to try the Beautycounter product because I had to be able to talk to people about it. And I did, and I found that my results were much better. I never looked back. I've been using Counter Time now for just about a year. I think my skin's looking really great, and I don't regret not going back to that line that I was using before, especially since it was about double the cost. Anyway, I didn't mean to ramble. I'm getting a little rambly, but I just wanted you to understand why you're hearing about Beautycounter from me. It's not just that I've jumped on a bandwagon to try to make some money. I would like to make some money, but I also would never be able to be part of an organization or be part of a project where I was making money, but I didn't believe in what I was doing. So you'll be seeing a little more about Beautycounter on my website. The new website is not yet ready, but there'll be a new homepage that will have access to Beautycounter information and my shopping website, in addition to my Dezen.fashion blog, which is a passion project, and I don't want to give that up, so that will continue as well. But when you see the new homepage, you might wonder why there's such a big focus on Beautycounter, and so I wanted to explain it a little bit. I hope you're well. This has been a very challenging time, and there are many conversations to have about what's been happening regarding racism and Black Lives Matter, and I'm not going to have those here, but they are conversations that we need to have, and I didn't want anybody to think that I was ignoring the fact that there are important things going on in the world that need our attention. This little video was just about the Beautycounter fun stuff. So I hope you're all well. I appreciate your listening. If you have any questions, reach out to me at karentarver@gmail.com, or if you go to my website, which is karentarver.com, there's a contact page as well, and I'm happy to answer questions. I'm happy to send you samples. I'm happy to just share what I can about Beautycounter in all its transparency, including the opportunity to become a consultant, because it's a really fun gig. Let me tell you, we have a community of really strong women. We're connected, we support each other, and we're having fun. We're part of a movement that is moving in the right direction to have more and more people know about safe ingredients in their products, and there's just kind of it's a win-win. Let me just put it that way. It's a win-win. Take care, everybody, and I may be doing more of these videos. Thanks.